Hello everyone, let's solve this question. Sendai Framework is related with option 1 agricultural development, option 2 disaster risk reduction, option 3 wetland conservation, option 4 road development. Right answer is option 2 disaster risk reduction. So what is Sendai Framework? The Sendai Framework for Disaster Risk Reduction 2015-2030 is a 15-year voluntary non-binding agreement which recognizes that the state has the primary role to reduce disaster risk. UN member states adopted the Sendai Framework on March 18, 2015 at the 3rd UN World Conference on Disaster Risk Reduction in Sendai City, Japan. The United Nations has praised India for its early warning systems and rapid evacuation of more than 1 million people, which helped minimize the loss of life from a deadly cyclone Fani in Odisha, which hit in 2019. The Sendai Framework is the successor instrument to the Hyogo Framework for Action HFA 2005-2015. Building the resilience of nations and communities to disasters. The Sendai Framework works hand in hand with the other 2030 Agenda agreements, including the Paris Agreement on Climate Change, the Addis Ababa Action Agenda on Financing for Development, the New Urban Agenda, and ultimately the Sustainable Development Goals. United Nations Office for Disaster Risk Reduction (UNDRR) is tasked to support the implementation, follow-up, and review of the Sendai Framework. The Sendai Framework outlines several global targets to be achieved between 2015 and 2030. These targets are substantially reduce global disaster mortality, number of affected people, economic loss in relation to GDP, damage to critical infrastructure and services disruption. Substantially increase number of countries with the national and local DRR strategies for 2020, international cooperation to developing countries, availability and access to early warning systems and DRR information. Let's solve one question asked in Telangana PSC in 2023. Arrange the following events in chronological order from earliest to latest. Rio Earth Summit, Sendai Framework for Action, Hyogo Framework for Action, Yokohama Strategy. So right answer to this question is option 4. Let's see. Rio Summit held in 1992, Yokohama Strategy adopted in 1994, Hyogo Framework for Action 2005, and Sendai Framework for Disaster Risk Reduction 2015. Let's see about Sendai. This is map of Japan, and you can see here this is Sendai. And Yokohama is also here, all located in Honshu Island of Japan. Thanks for watching. Have a good time ahead.